Hi there, I'm just back with another quick amateur video really, just to show you my Oathsworn party. Obviously you've seen the characters that I've picked, but just to let you know about the strategy I'm trying to employ with them, why I've picked them and what I'm trying to pull off of them, probably not very successfully, but how I'm trying to go about winning the battles and so on. So, first of all, I'll just start with the priest, who I think is a really good all-round character. He's got this great special ability where if you ever have 3 hit points or less at the beginning of a round, you gain a hit point, which is brilliant. I think he's the only character that does that kind of thing. Having a look at his cards, all characters have a card like this, which gives them lots of different options. 0 battle flow, so you put it underneath and you get it straight back into your hand again at the beginning of the next round. But they have 3 animals for an attack, battle flow, refresh your might decks. Every character has his kind of basic general card. A good all-rounder, that one. The next card he has is quite unique to him really. He can do double movement, so he's got this righteous advance. So he can walk quickly in a straight line at twice the speed as normal. So you can move him around the board really quickly, get him into good positions and so on. And of course the bottom ability is an attack. Pillar of Death, this is one of my favourite ones actually. It does cost a lot of animus, but it does battle flow back to you quite quickly. You either get a shield or a redraw token, and then you get to attack. So it's a good attack card, a bit costly on the animus, but well worth it for a free redraw on your attack. One of his other main attack cards really, an attack and a knockback of 2. And if the knockback causes them to collide into anything, a character within range 3 does get a shield. So that's the other two decent attack cards he's got there, along with his fast movement. Aside from that, he's then got a couple of cards around damage mitigation, helping himself or other characters mitigate the damage they're getting. One of them really strong, gives a character 3 shields against an attack, really good. And then there's bottom abilities there of attack as well. After that one, this card I'm not a great fan of. It's a healing card, a desperate prayer. You do a basic check. If you pass it, the other character gains a health point. If they do, the priest loses a health point. So he's trying to transfer his life points to another player. He does start with a good weapon as well and a decent defense, or an average defense. So I think he's a good all-rounder. Fast move, a couple of good attack cards, and some good damage mitigation cards as well. So have him in the team as a good all-rounder. And that's his starting cards. Next character, my kind of wild card of the pack. I wanted to pick a character which I just thought looked fun to play. And I think the RV is to the AV. It's definitely that character. Again, he's got that generic card that all the characters have that gives 3 different actions they can perform. Aside from that, he has a couple of sort of damage mitigation cards. Again, for him or other characters to try and help mitigate any damage they get. So a couple of them. His attack cards, a lot of them are unarmed. That's the problem I have with him. Unarmed but a red cube, or unarmed range attacks. Unarmed attacks, you don't use your weapon strength, so they aren't as good against large opponents. Against minions, they probably are good, but not so much against the large opponents. So I try to keep him back out the action. However, if it is just taking down the final large monster, it's hard for him to do any damage without having a lot of battle tokens as well. Now these next 3 starting cards he has, I think are pretty powerful. They're really unique and pretty powerful. The first one, he can give a friendly character within range of 3 a battle token or shield, a redraw token or shield. Brilliant, that's fine. But next to that, he can look at the top 3 monster cards and arrange them in the order he wants. That can be really powerful against certain monsters. you know, if they got certain deadly cards that you know are coming up, you want to play this and make sure those cards are at the bottom of the deck, really. So yeah, it's part of the Abbey's ability to sort of look into the future. So yeah, really powerful card if you use it at the right time. This one, Prophetic Fulfillment, really powerful healing card. I won't go into it all, but it's a card that's got a battle flow of 1, so you will get it back quickly, but it can heal other players. And in order to do so, you need to play it, then you need to get it back into your hand quickly and keep playing it. But that's a very powerful healing card if you use it correctly. And his last one, this is probably my favourite, probably why I keep playing him, I keep picking him. This is a backstab. So basically, if he attacks from behind, he gets an empowerment of ×3, which is brilliant. Against the larger monsters, you need that to be able to get past their defense and do damage. But he has his special ability, Preternatural Swiftness. I don't think I said that right. Basically allows him to, once per encounter, appear anywhere on the board. So if you sort of team that up with the backstab, you want to get in behind the monster, appear behind the monster, and take him down from behind with a powerful attack. The problem is, with these encounters, I get too excited halfway through, and I use that ability, and this, halfway through, he appears right by the monster, doesn't attack, obviously the monster's still alive, and then he's in the danger zone and starts taking damage, or reaction damage. So yeah, I kind of trying to use him as an assassin, to use right at the end, to appear at the end and get that killer blow. And if you do that right, I think that would be really really satisfying. That would be. Right, and my other two, which I'm using in companion mode, the Penitent. Okay, so the Penitent. Let's move that up here a second. To begin with, their starting ability, you get to pick the side of the card you want. Now I'm not not particularly experienced at this game yet, but one of them has a good area attack, and it's the same with the Warbear as well, the Ursa's Warbear. He has one side that gives him a good area effect attack. If you manage to find enough clues about the monster, you're fighting something that has minions. For example, the encounter one. Then I would go with the side with the area attack, so you can clear the board of the minions. Also, the Penitent also has a damage mitigation card, a good one you can play to protect other players. And the Warbear as well can give other players a movement or an empowerment, a combat token as well, an empowerment token. If you're not playing a monster which has minions, I would probably go for the other side. The Penitent, again, has same damage mitigation, actually, on the other side of the card. But then he has a good shield bash. A good shield bash, it gives him a black cube if he's got a shield. Well, gives him a black cube for every shield strength that his shield has. And also a knockback. So that can be a pretty good, tough attack to use. And the same with the Warbear. Again, he's got one where if he does damage, if the target loses any health, then he gains a shield, which is brilliant, especially when you're fighting these tough monsters that do a lot of damage. And another one, Batter, where it's an attack +2 damage and knockback 3. So that's brilliant, really tough attack. So I tend to go with these sides if we're fighting, or we think it's going to be one monster. Or if it's some kind of swarm or group of minions, I would probably go for the area effect on that side. Excellent. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. That is just my sort of novice tactics and strategies that I'm trying to employ at the moment. 2 losses and 2 wins, so I guess it's a 50-50 success ratio at the moment. But if you've played these characters a lot as well, or you've just instantly got used to them, then please let me know how to play them better, because I need all the help I can get. Okay, thank you.